Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today on this video. So today's video is highly requested. I have been asked several times to do a flip through of my current planner setup. I actually went back to the snap-on cover. As you guys know from before, I did purchase the deluxe cover. I caved in and I went back to this cover because to me it did feel better. So I had to come to terms with that, and I went ahead and put this one back on, and I put the deluxe cover on my recipe planner. So I'm back. This one, again, like I said, just feels so much better in your hands. It's a good size. The other one is a little bit big, and so I just missed it, and so I went back to it. I think eventually I will go white because I think that it would go better with this whole glam girl theme, but right now the black is okay. So again, I came back to reality. But it did serve its purpose, and I did like that I was able to even try out the deluxe cover so that I could know, or else it would have been, bugging me the whole time, if I would have liked it or not. So I'm just glad that I was able to try it. So in this video, again, we're going to do a flip through of my current planner. I use the classic size happy planner. I'm going to go through everything with you guys today, and I'm going to show you what's been working for me in terms of my setup and just how I have everything organized. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure to subscribe and also hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss any videos. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I used the Glam Is My Jam from the Glam Girl line that Happy Planner just released, and I love it. As you know, if you've seen any of my other videos, I'm in love with this planner. So this planner is beautiful, and so it's got the pink and the rose gold and the rings that are metallic like. So yeah, we love it. All right, so we're gonna just walk through everything, and I'm hoping that this video doesn't get too long. It is an in-depth flip through, and I do have a lot in here, and so it may take some time. So just, enjoy the video. All right, so I want to show you really quickly my tabs at the top. I got this idea from a blogger. If I can think of her name, I'll link it in the description below. But I just actually kind of reorganized everything. If you can see that here, I've got these tabs. I hope you can see them. One says calendar, one says goals, and then I've got a to-do, I've got a budget, I've got a home, and then I've got one for this and that. And so I walk through what is contained in each tab. And so I think there's about 6 or 7 tabs at the top here. And so it was a great idea. I decided to implement them. And so these worked out perfectly for me. I love the tabs and the labels that I purchased, and everything just looks seamless to me, and I can see what I got going on at the top of each tab. So let's go ahead and continue with the flip through. All right, so I've got my little page here, my decorative page that gives me inspiration. And so it's got little quotes here. Of course, this is from the Happy Planner line, this little sheet here, and then the little pocket pages as well, or the little pocket quote cards. And so I just literally put everything together in the color scheme I wanted, which was black, gold, and white. And then I just stuck them in, and then I've got a picture here. I did have intentions on putting more pictures in here, but it didn't work out that way. So, but this works for me. It looks great, and it just gives me a little inspiration when I start my day. On the back here, I've got the same thing, except this is more colorful. So I tried to break it up into the colorful side and then the black and gold side. Next thing I've got here is a pocket folder, which I normally do keep stuff in here. I did have a few things in here that I just took out because I wrote it in my actual planner. Sometimes I'll just put stuff here temporarily. That way I can just keep it here until I can eventually transfer it into my planner. So there's nothing here right now. I've got a little magnetic clip at the top for future use. I don't have a purpose for it right now, so I just kind of clipped it up there, and I said if I need it later, I'll use it then. And so this is my calendar section. This is the first section you come to. I don't have a tab at the top that says calendar because I have one at the top that says calendar, but it's not at the beginning of all of the inserts. And that is because I keep it on my daily or my weekly, whatever week I'm on, that's where the tab is going to be, or the divider. And so, of course, we are in the month of December, and so I'll show you my monthly spread. I was not very happy with this monthly spread, only because to me it just looks too messy. You probably won't notice that, and now that I brought it to your attention, of course, now you're going to notice it. But I don't know, I wasn't feeling this monthly layout, so I did redeem myself for January. So I just got my monthly spread, and then I've got this little folder here with the coupon in it. It's a store coupon. I no longer house my coupons in this planner because I changed some things around and I added that to another planner. So, and it was getting too bulky, so I wasn't able to keep it here. So on the side here, I normally keep my monthly tasks. So these are things that I have to get done every month. And so I like to have a little reminder sheet here so that way I can remember to do these things. And then I go ahead and plan my month out. So that's all I've got here in the monthly section. All right, next we come to last week. And this is just my weekly spread. So again, this section is focused on my calendar. I didn't really do too much decoration last week. I just wasn't feeling it Monday and Tuesday, and then I got my act together on Wednesday. And then that brings us to the current week. And so this is a little bit new in terms of my inserts. I actually use the Glam Girl divider, of course. And at the top again, you see calendar here. I hope you can see that. Let me pull it off. And so if you can see here, how can I make sure you guys can see this? Let's see, can we get a piece of, let's bring this out, because I want you to see how cute they are. All right, so you probably can see that now. Hopefully it says calendar right here. And so, so I know that when I flip to this is gonna give me my weekly view. So I'll keep that out for a second, just so I can show you everything else. So I've got my weekly spread here. And I have a plan with me on this that I'm going to be posting today. So you probably won't be watching this flip through on Monday. Today is Monday, the 4th. You will be watching this probably Tuesday or Wednesday because I'm going to post my plan with me of this entire spread today, Monday. So just wanted to let you know that you're going to see the plan with me first, and then I'll post the flip through video. All right, so let me put all this back in, but I just wanted you to see my spread. It's really cute, pastels, purples, pinks, and teals and mint green, which I love. All right, so this is, like I said, a little bit of a new setup because I've got the Glam Girl inserts that I put in here now. And so what I do is I fold it in half. I did used to use the entire sheet like this, but I find that folding it in half it just looks better to me. And so I've got my menu planning here. At the bottom, I put stuff for the kids. So Malachi stuff here, Addison stuff here, things I need to do with them or for them throughout the week. And then I've got my orders here that I need to fulfill from my shop. Again, I was a former Etsy shop owner. Now I have a Shopify store, which is called the Party Girl Studio. And so I put all of my orders here that I need to fulfill throughout the week. I will be doing gratitude here, but I haven't yet figured out what quote I want to use, so that's blank. And then on the back here, I'm going to do my grocery list. So, so this works out perfectly for me. So I like to keep that folded. All right, perfectly. I'm sorry, there was a funky glare. I had to make sure I wasn't showing that glare because then you wouldn't have been able to see a lot of this stuff. All right, this is also new. I am normally not at all an hourly planner because I like to be able to kind of do my own thing throughout the day. I don't want to be tied to a time frame. But I read this blog where this girl said that one thing that changed her whole life and made her a better mom and wife was that she did a daily schedule by the hour. She said it completely transformed her life. So I said, you know what? I'm going to try it and we're going to see how it goes. And so I found this printable online somewhere and I just decorated it with some stickers and then I filled it in with what I want to be my weekly schedule. So this will not change. This will be my every week schedule. And so we'll see if we can kind of go by the time frame. I think right now it is 10:27 and I'm supposed to be editing, but I'm not editing, I'm filming. So I'm a little bit off schedule. So we'll see if we can make that time up somewhere else. So you know, with Addison and having a toddler, I wanted to kind of get up a little bit earlier and start filming earlier so that way I'm not cutting into her personal time and mommy time. So we'll see how this works for this week and hopefully it will work and then I'll be able to continue moving forward with that type of schedule. And you know, if I can't adhere to it completely, then I'm not going to stress myself out about it. So anyways, so that's it for this section. This is very functional. I'm on this every day a lot. I mean, literally, my calendar section is where I spend the most of my time. So that's it for that. And then I did go ahead and plan for next week. Now the plan with me that I'm going to post today is going to be only using mini stickers. So by the time you watch this, you will have already watched that. So I did 2 weeks of planning only with mini Happy Planner stickers, which was pretty fun. So that's it for that section. And then I've got my social media planning section, which actually does not belong here any longer. I used to keep it at the beginning of every month, but now I'm actually going to keep it in my goals section, which we're coming to now. So as you can see, let's get into January. So January, I did redeem myself with my spread. I feel like it's really pretty. I used the Trendsetter stickers from the mini sticker planner, or the mini sticker book, and I love how it turned out. This is not the final product. I've got a couple more things to add, and then of course I've got to add in all of my appointments and everything. But I think it's really pretty. I love it, and it's all cohesive, and so I love how Happy Planner decided to make collections. So I've already got January partially planned. All right, so next page is going to be my future events. And so this is where I'm going to write out any events that are going on. I do love to look up and see what's going on in Atlanta and my area, which I live in, Lawrenceville, Suwanee area. And I like to see what events are going on that me and my family can go to. I also look up library events. I look up kids events, all types of events that I can go to and you know, kind of try out some different things around in my area. So this is where I'll put that. This is actually new. Normally I only do it month at a time, so I'll go on to the events website. I'll see what's going on in January or December, and then I'll put it on my calendar. But this is going to be future, so it'll be, you know, everything past January, or even maybe some stuff within December or January as well. So I'm going to put all that here. I just haven't filled anything out yet because I just added it. So, but that's the plan for this page. I think it'll work out perfectly. All right, so next we're going to get to our goals section. As you can see from the top, you probably can see that a little more clearly than you could this, because these dividers got a lot going on. And so basically what I did is I love the Glam Girl dashboard dividers, but they were too busy. And I needed to be able to see clearly what was each subject. So I do not use the Glam Girl dividers, all three of them. I only use the half one. I removed the other one and I stored them somewhere else, and I feel bad about it, but these work out so much better because they're all the same, they're clear, and I can see what's at the top. So we're going into our goals section now. And I did find these pretty dividers. I used to have the ones that were all gold. Every divider was gold, but I found these the other day and I picked them up, and I just think they're really pretty. So this says, do all the things with kindness. And this is my faith section. And so again, this is goals. So the next tabs are going to fall within my goals. And so I've got my faith or religious goals. I got my personal goals, my business goals, and my fitness goals. All of those tabs are all within goals. And so let's walk you through that. All right, the first thing I've got in my faith goals is my Bible reading schedule. So this is what I'm going to be doing to get through reading the Bible, the entire Bible. So I've got that in here. I've also got Bible study ideas, things for my personal Bible study and meditation, and then family worship ideas, things that we do with our family on a weekly basis. We do a family worship. So these are some ideas for that. And then these next two pages I decorated really cute, and I think what I'm going to use these for, I do have a Bible planner, but I think I'm going to transition into the faith planner from the Happy Planner. I'm still deciding. And so what I can do is I can pull these pages out and put them into that faith planner, because as you know, I only like one planner. I don't like planning in multiple planners. I do like multiple planner inserts, but I'll grab them out of that planner and put them in this planner. And so that's what I'm planning on doing with this. This is going to be depending on how I decide to study, by topic or whatever that may be, because I'm changing things up a little bit. Then I'll do that here. And so I'll put the subject here, and then I'll go ahead and write my bullet points in terms of things I want to remember and meditate on here. Same thing with this. I just decorated it with some stickers from the Faith Planner just to make it look prettier. So that's what I have there. Next thing I have is a Mambi daily page, which I decorated. I saw this on Heather Kell's video, which I loved. She used a daily page for her Bible study planning. So I tried this method, and it didn't really work out too well for me because to me it's all over the place. And I like to study by topic, and this was kind of not enough space to do that with. So I'm still trying to figure out if I want to incorporate this into my faith planning. I'm not sure, but I kept it in here because I didn't want to waste it, and it looked pretty, and I just wanted to keep myself inspired to see, you know, maybe if I want to add this to the future. So that's what that is. All right, next section is going to be my personal section, and let's go ahead and put this in business because I'm just gonna go ahead and add it while I'm thinking about it, but we haven't got there yet to go through it. Okay, so next section is my personal section. And so this is everything about me personally. I love this section because I've got a lot of ideas in here, and it just, you know, inspires me to accomplish my goals. So the first thing I have here is another Happy Planner pocket page, and I've got some quotes here, some really pretty quotes, and I tried to keep the color scheme cohesive. So on the front I've got some pink and golds, and then on the back I've got some other colors as well. I've also got a list here of, which I thought was cool. It is questions to ask your kid every day, something like that. I don't know why I removed what the questions actually are. And so it's like, what was the best part of your day? What was the funniest thing you saw today? What was the best part of lunch? Did you get called on by your teacher today? What was that like? So just some questions you can ask your kid to kind of spark some conversation. You know, it's hard to talk to teenagers, so whatever you can do to get that conversation going. So that's what that is. And then the next thing that I have is 50 best practices for a well-designed life. So this is pretty cool, and so it's just got some things here that you can do, like put your phone on the charger in the other room when you go to bed, put a glass of water beside your bed. If you don't drink it at night, drink it first thing in the morning, touch your planner before you touch your phone. So it's just cool little things that you can do to have a more balanced life. So I've been trying to implement these into my life as well, and they seem to have worked. This is from the Day Designer, so I grabbed this from their website, and I'm hopefully you can see some of this stuff. Hopefully my lighting is right. All right, next thing that I have, which y'all know I love to make lists, and so this is 86 lists for the planner obsessed. This is awesome. And so it's just got a lot of different lists here that you can do. I have started some, which I'm going to show you soon, but this is really cool. So if you can pick this up, I think I found this on Pinterest. If I can find out exactly where I got it from, of course, I'll link it in the description box below. So that's cool because, again, I love lists. I mean, who else is like that? Do any of you guys love to make lists as much as I do? I mean, just random lists. So here goes some lists. The first thing is, or the first list is things I want to learn to do. I've got a few things here that I want to learn to do, and I decorated it with some stickers. And so these are just, you know, over time, hopefully I can start learning how to do some of these things. I only have a few things for now, but this list will grow as time goes on. Next thing is books I want to read. I just added some of these lists because I had them written on different paper and I didn't like it. I love the all the things pages, so I wanted to transfer them over here. So that's why a lot of them are blank. So this one is books to read. So I'm going to add all the books that I want to read and then check them off as I read them, or maybe I'll put a date next to them when I've read them. Restaurants to try in the city. We live in Atlanta, so I want to get down to the city and try a few restaurants. So if you live in the Atlanta area, leave me a comment and let me know if you know of any restaurants in the Atlanta area that are cool, trendy, that maybe I'd like to stop by and visit, maybe on a date night or with some friends. Next thing is trips I want to plan. So any vacations that I want to plan, I'm going to put that here. And I just, again, decorated it with some stickers from the Happy Planner sticker book. All right, so that's it for my personal section. Next, we go on to my business section. And so this is all things Shopify, anything with my shop, my sticker shop, anything with YouTube, social media, anything. All of that is here. And so the first thing that you see is my social media planning insert, which I have a video on if you're interested in learning how I created this from the Mamby Daily pages. I do have a video on my channel, and I will put a link below just in case you want to check that out. And so this is where I keep my planning stuff for my social media planner. So I actually have not started to plan yet. Today is, what is today? I can't believe I don't, is it the 4th? Yeah, today's the 4th. So this is my first video. Well, actually, it's my second video for the month because I did do a plan with me yesterday. And so I just got to fill that in here, and then I've got to transfer all of this stuff over onto this side. But I did do the first part of the planning, which is brainstorming my video ideas, putting my goals here, and then my social media goals at the bottom. So I've got that covered. I just need to plan it out as far as what day I'm filming what. So that's the easy part. And then I've got 2 more pages ready for January and then February. I don't know if I'm gonna redo this because like my toddler, Addison, she drew all over it, and then I had some sticky residue left over from something. That's why I put this here so it won't keep sticking to the page. But it's already decorated, so I don't want to waste it. So we'll see. This is cute anyways. That's her little art. So maybe I should just keep it just to keep it. So we'll see. So I've got that there, and the next thing is just some notes and stuff that I keep. Like I like to keep my camera settings here, so that way I make sure that I'm pretty much familiar with how they camera settings should be. But just in case I forget or something happens, if I'm outdoor shooting or something changes with my settings, I know to go back to these settings. And then the font that I use for my watermark for my videos, and then some to-dos here. Now I do want to film because I did have someone ask me if I can do a film setup in terms of how I have all of my filming set up to do my videos, my lighting, and everything that I use to film. If you want me to do a video on that, please put a comment in the link in the description box below, or put a comment in the description box below, and I will be happy to do that video and show you my entire setup and how I achieve my lighting look and how I film my YouTube videos. So let me know and I'll do it. All right, so that's that. Next thing is stuff that I need to do as well for my shop. Again, I'm still in the process of adding all of my Etsy shop stuff to my Shopify store. So I'm just doing a check off of things that I have remaining, which this isn't it. These are my photo booth props that I have to finish. I had probably about 200 sets that I had to add to Shopify, and these are the balance of those. So I just need to just go ahead and do it. I'm just being lazy. Then I've got invitations, and I've got name tags. I've got a whole bunch of stuff. So this is just in the beginning stages, but I'm adding the stuff. It's just taking longer than expected. So that's what this page is. And that is it for my business section. I do want to add more stuff over time, but this is it for now. All right, so the next section that we've got here, well, not the next section, but the next tab is my fitness goals tab. And I have not yet started this yet. I'm just dating everything and getting it ready for 2018 because I want to start fresh next year using this, because I don't want it to be like if I start using it now, then I'm going to have 11 inserts for next year. I want to go through the whole entire year with this pack. So I'm just dating everything for now, and then once January hits, or maybe the last week of December, then I'll go ahead and start planning for next year. So that's what that is. All right, so that's the end of that section. The next section is my to-do section. And this is just really going to be literally random to-dos, things I want to get done around the house, and just random things that I need to write down that I don't yet have a plan for. And so that's what I do here. And this is from the Happy Planner Home Management Expansion Pack, not the family tab, but the other tabs here. And so let's walk you through that. And it's literally one page. I don't keep all the pages in here because that would make my planner too bulky. So I only keep one page in here at a time. And so I literally just have a few things here that I know I need to get done, but again, I don't have a plan for them. I just know they need to be done eventually. Next section is my home section. And so this is where the bulk of my inserts are as well. The first tab is going to be family. And so this is anything that has to do with my family, anything that I've got to get done with the kids, with hubs. And I put all that here. The first tab is for my oldest, Malachi. And he's on a vitamin regimen, so this is the vitamins that he needs to take throughout the day. And then I put some things that he wants to do, like he wants to take a dance class, so I wrote that here to remind myself to find a dance class in the area. Next section is for Miss Addison, things that I need to do for her. And then also things to do with a toddler. So I've got a whole list. Again, you know I love making lists. So I've got 25 things that I can do with her. Then I've got a brain dump page. Next section is my meal planning section, which I do use a lot as well. The first thing I've got in here is a little insert here from the Arc Discbound system, and this just has meals that I have already prepared that are in the freezer. And so I keep a list here so that way I don't forget if I'm doing my weekly menu planning that I've got some stuff already, and that'll make my week easier. So that's what I put here. Next thing is just a list, again with a list of foods that I always want to have on hand. I have not completed this list, but there's lots of things that I like to have in my house just in case guests come over or just to have on hand. And so I want to have a list in here that I can always refer back to and pull things from when I'm doing my grocery list. So that's what that is. I've also got a keto smoothie recipe here that I want to keep on hand. Next is the actual grocery list inserts. I do not use these all that much. Sometimes I will use these, but for the most part, I use the method that I showed you earlier, right here. So I'll put my grocery list here, and that seems to work well. Everything's all on one page. It's on my weekly, and so I've got access to it really quickly. So I don't really use these that much, but I do like having them in here. My next section is it's also part of the meal planning section. It's my recipe planning section. I actually pulled this from the recipe planner, and just to kind of separate the two, the menu planning and the recipe planning. And so what I do with this section is I go ahead and either pull recipes from my existing recipe book that are already decorated and planned out in terms of the dinners that I want to prepare for the week, and I'll put them in here. Like I know that I want to make this meatloaf, and so I keep this here. Normally, for the most part, it's already planned, but since this is a new recipe, it's not planned. And so what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and plan it out on the fly. Like if I'm at the library with Miss Addison or at the park, then I'll just go ahead and fill it in while I'm waiting, or you know, decorate it just whenever I can. Or most of the time, actually, I like to have it decorated in terms of the picture and everything, but I just write everything in on the go. So that occurs sometimes, and I'll just keep them in here, even if it's not for that current week. There'll also be some other ones in here that are just random that haven't been planned yet, and whenever I have time, if they're in this planner, since it's a catch-all planner, then I can just plan it whenever I have time. And so again, this is going to be a combination of recipes that just need to be planned, as well as stuff that I'm cooking for the week. So I know I'm making this sloppy joes, and then I'm making this this casserole. And so I just got this in here waiting to be planned out, and so I'll probably do that tonight. And so that's what I do with this recipe planning section. Then once I'm done with them for the week, I pull them out and I put them in my actual recipe planner. And this works out perfectly. All right, next section is going to be my house cleaning section. I know this says January 2016, but to me, this still applies. It's just a come clean schedule routine that I got from Clean Mama's website. And this was, I believe, a challenge, a cleaning challenge for the month. So I keep this in here so I can do this every now and then. This is also a part of that challenge, so I have that here as well. And this still is good for the weekly cleaning too, because it breaks down each room and each zone cleaning, if that's how you clean. I love zone cleaning, and so so this is very helpful. I don't too much use the Happy Planner inserts here, but I figure I'll just keep them in here, and we'll see. Maybe I might find a way to use them. Not yet, but I like to keep them in here. But I typically use this, and then I just transfer whatever I'm going to do onto my weekly. But again, I just like to keep it in here. All right, next section is going to be budget. All right, so the first thing that I've got in my budget section is a 30-day money challenge. And I did this once, but I want to do it again. So I just keep it in here just so I can do it again for the future. This is not accurate, but I do have my savings goal. I did actually purchase, and I just received it on Saturday, the budget planner, which I'm so excited about. So I'm going to do a video hopefully this week with me planning for the first time in that planner. But for now, I still use the budget expansion pack. So I still got December here, and then this will probably be my last month planning in the expansion pack. I'm going to go and start planning in the actual budget planner. I'm so excited about using it. So, and I got a good deal on it too, because I got it from Joann's. I think I spent like 13 bucks on it shipped. So that was awesome. So this is my budget section. I've got December in here, which I've already planned for. I did use stickers from my shop to plan this whole monthly layout, which worked out really well. I used to number it with a pen, and now I've got stickers to number it, which look really cute. So that's my monthly, and then I've got my my payment checklist. So I've written everything in and I've checked a couple of things off. I put my savings amount here, and then I've got to write in the amount. I haven't really spent too much for this month because it's just the 4th. And so I need to go ahead and start writing that in as I start buying things. I am on a no spend, so hopefully it's not too much I need to write there. And then these are just blank expense tracking pages. A budget review page, and then stickers from the budget planner as well. Next thing is just this and that. That's what it says at the top of the tab. I'm going to use this just for brain dump, literally. So these pages are perfect. This will just be like if I'm driving in the car until, at least up until I get my mini planner all put together, then I can flip here real quick and just write it down. And so this will literally be brain dump, which I think about so many things throughout the day. So it'll be very awesome to be able to have a place to write that in and just kind of get it out of my head. So that'll be perfect. And that is it. That is my whole planner. Again, I went back to the snap-in covers because that other cover was quite a bit bulky, and I just missed this planner cover, so I went back to it. And so that's it for my walkthrough. I hope it was everything you thought it'd be, because I know I've had so many people ask me to do it. And so hopefully I was thorough enough for you, and I went through everything in detail and explained to you my entire planning process. This is an awesome setup for me. Again, it has everything in here. So I've got, eventually, maybe I might put the faith planner inserts here, but I put the fitness planner inserts, I put the budget planner inserts, I put the home management planner inserts. So as you can see, I put all the inserts in here. So that way I don't have to use multiple planners. I could just use one planner, and it has everything in here all in one place. And as you can see, it's not that bulky. And so this is cool. And then as you can see, my tabs at the top are working out just fine. And I love this planner. I really love this planner. I do probably want to plan in my Erin Condren one more time before the end of the year. So I will show you that if I decide to do that as well. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions whatsoever, please put them in the link in the description box. And I will be happy to answer all of your questions, because there may be something that I've skipped through or went through really quickly and you have questions about it, or I didn't go in enough detail. So ask me questions. I will answer them all, I promise you. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure to subscribe, and also click the notification bell. That way you are not missing out on any videos. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.